welcome back to my channel. I just posted a reset for March video a little bit ago, which I was really excited to film for you guys because I love a fresh start. I love New Year's and the beginning of a week or the beginning of a month. So I filmed that, and if you guys want to see more like March specific goals, some deep cleaning, and a monthly Costco haul, then make sure you check out that video. But it's also almost spring here where I live, which I'm super excited about because except for allergies, spring is my favorite. Spring and summer are my favorite seasons. And so I'm really excited, and we have had some very nice spring-like weather here. Of course, it's normal here where I live. It's like it'll get warm for a few days and it'll be cold for a few days, so that's normal. But ignoring the fact that that's probably coming down the road, I am really excited for spring. And so there's a few things that I wanted to do to, I don't know, just kind of feed the excitement that I have that winter is almost over because I hate winter, and that spring is almost here. Some things I want to do to get my house ready and myself ready, and some family goals. So today I'm going to be doing a little bit of a spring reset with you guys. So I know whenever there's a new season, most people tend to think about new clothes, and I have had that thought in my mind. I am in the search for some new jeans because every time I find my favorite pair of jeans, they discontinue it. First it was Express, then I found the Lauren Conrad mid-rise super skinny jeans at Kohl's in like the really dark wash, and they discontinued those. So now I'm on the search for some more jeans. But I also like to think about jewelry, some spring jewelry. I like to add pieces to my collection a couple times a year because jewelry is something that I wear pretty much every single day. And one of my favorite jewelry companies that I've shared with you guys in the past is Ana Luisa. I have so many pieces from them. Pretty much any video that you watch of mine in the last year and a half, 2 years, if I have earrings in, which I usually do, it is pretty much gonna always be some Ana Luisa pieces because they are so timeless, they're comfortable, they're affordable. Some of them can be really trendy, or they have really classic pieces. I tend to pick really classic pieces for myself, and then sometimes I'll get things for the girls that maybe are a little bit more trendy. So for spring, I actually got a few new pieces. The first piece is actually not for me. It's gonna be for my youngest daughter's Easter basket, which is another video that I have always shared on my channel for the last, I don't know how many years. At least 5, 6, 7 years that I've always shown you guys what we've gotten the girls in their Easter baskets. So I'm definitely planning that video for this year. And one thing that she's really into right now, and this kind of goes along with the trendier thing, is chokers. I've already been through the choker trend in the 90s. I had a million chokers and I should have saved them because she would have loved to have those, but I didn't save them. Like my Pants and all these things that are coming back. But she loves chokers. A lot of the girls her age, like she just turned 13. So, you know, teens, young adults are really into chokers. And I thought this one was really neat though because it's little tiny pearls. So even though it is technically a trendier piece because it's a choker, it's also timeless because of the pearls, and she loves pearls. So I got that for her Easter basket, and then I got myself 2 pairs of earrings. Ignore the guinea pig in the background. I don't know if you can see these. I wanted some that for my second holes that are flat and really small, so that I could wear them with whatever I wanted to wear in the front and they wouldn't like clash, and also the flatness of them, so like if I wanted to sleep in them, I could. So I actually got these little pave mini dot earrings. They have little tiny stones in them. And then the ones up here in the front are a little bit more trendy, but they're still really like understated. So it's got a little stone here, and then this chain that goes around and clasps in the back. So it's just a really unique kind of style, I thought, and some fun pieces to add for spring. So, but you can wear them anytime, obviously. Some things that I love about Ana Luisa, like I said, is that they are really affordable. They're really high quality. I sleep in some of my jewelry. I have showered in my jewelry. I know some people have said that they have swim in their Ana Luisa pieces. And they just have such a huge variety for all ages, all different types and styles. So whatever you like, they have something. Pretty much Ana Luisa's website is always having a sale, so it's a great time to get Easter gifts or Mother's Day gifts. But I also have that 20% coupon for you guys. It's aplacetonest 20 will get you 20% off your order. Highly recommend that you guys check out Ana Luisa. So I'm really excited to have these pieces to add to my collection. And then I know my daughter's gonna love that pearl choker. It's super cute. Okay, so this is one place that I like to decorate for the seasons, and this is going to be different than what I do for Easter. So I have actual Easter decor that will be different places throughout the house. So this here is going to be just for spring, not Easter specific. And It's a little bit messed up from after Christmas, and I did leave up the winter scene in that frame right there just because it's still winter even though Christmas was over. But one thing I like to do, and it's a really easy way to change up the look of your house, is to keep the same frames you have but change up the artwork. So I tend to change out this frame right there and that frame right there, and then everything else kind of stays the same. For winter, I added some garland and some little picks and stuff and some lights. So I'm gonna do the same thing with some garland that I just got at Joann's, and I also got 2 prints I just picked up, and I'm gonna show you where I get those from. Please ignore the dishwasher in the background, but these are the 2 spring prints that I picked up. This is obviously the one for the larger frame. That one's gonna go in the smaller frame, and then I got some garland that I'm gonna use. Hopefully, we'll find out today if that actually works out. But the artwork that I usually use, I get for free from a website called unsplash.com. And so you can just download it for free and then print it at Walgreens. And Walgreens pretty much always has a 60% off or a 50% off prints. So I think I paid $8 for both of these prints just to print them out. I'll keep them now that I have them and I can use them next spring. I just keep them in the back behind the other pictures. So like the winter scene that's up there right now, I'm just gonna stick that in front of it. That way I know where they are and they don't get all wrinkled and messed up. But it's a really affordable way to change up the look of your house with the seasons without having to spend a lot of money. There are a million different, I mean, I can't even tell you, different categories. Nature, travel, textures and patterns, animals, fashion and beauty, food and drink. I mean, so many. You can submit your own artwork, or you can just get on here and look. So I typed in, I think, spring tree. Look at this one, how pretty. So you just download it to your computer and you can use it however you like. So definitely utilize this website, and Pixabay is another one that I use a lot for my YouTube channel. But they have a lot of art too that you can just use for free however you want. And it's a way better picture, a way better quality than I would ever be able to take with my camera or my phone. And look at that, how pretty. You can just print it out. Look at this one, it's so pretty. So definitely check out unsplash.com and pixabay.com. I will link those for you guys, but it's a great way to get artwork for free. I like to do a little bit of a bedroom refresh for a new season when I'm going to be changing from winter sheets to my spring and summer sheets. So I'm just going to take off our fleece sheets, and one thing I can suggest you guys to do a little bit of extra deep cleaning if you don't have time to do like an entire room all at once. It can really help to do a little bit extra just here and there with little pockets of time that you have. So since I was going to be changing the sheets anyway, now is the perfect time. We actually rotated our mattress and I washed all of the pillow protectors and the mattress pad protectors. So just a little bit of extra deep cleaning. So I didn't do the entire room, but I did the bed and got it as clean as I could with the time that I had. Okay, so I thought it'd be really fun to come up here and share with you our spring bucket list. I tend to do this with the girls and have done this with them since they were little for spring, summer break, and Christmas break. I think that's the 3 times. Sometimes fall too, so 4 times a year. But I think it's a really fun way to get excited about a new season and some of the things that you might do that are season specific. And it's also a really great way to be intentional. I have been really focused on being as intentional as possible with the time that we're being productive, and then being as intentional as possible with the time that we're doing things as a family, or the girls things that they want to do. So I think doing a bucket list is a really fun way to do that and get the whole family involved. So I have our list right here. And also I just want to disclaim this by saying, and I talked about this in my fall reset video, I tend to make up my own seasons because of how our life is. So to me, for example, spring is really the months of March and April. I think the reason I think that way is because by the time May comes, we usually go on our big trip for the year, and we're usually done with homeschool by the last week of April, the first week in May. So in my mind, that's summer break. So in my mind, that's summer, even though I know that's not true. But these are things that we have scheduled to do in the next 2 months, March and April, weather dependent, but none of these things are things that, well, a couple of them, but most of these things are things that we can do in the spring or in the summer. My oldest daughter said that she wants to go hiking. This is something that was on one of our bucket lists from before. I don't know which year it was. We went on like a baby hike. I mean, it was not even really a hike. It was a nicely smoothed dirt trail in a very minimal forest. Like, it's a forest, but you can like hear traffic, if that makes sense. So it's in the middle of the city. That doesn't really count to me. So I think we'll try either in the spring or the summer to go to somewhere that's actually a lot more remote. And still, I don't want any like hardcore hiking that requires like boots and all that stuff, but something more than what we've done, but just not super intense. So we probably will look for something to do in that category for her. Also for her, her favorite flower is tulips. And I found out last year, but it was too late, that there's a farm about an hour away from us that has like a you-pick farm, different times of the year. So in the summer, you go and you do lavender and sunflowers. And in the spring, they have tulips. So when I had found out about it, it was already after tulip season, but tulip season is coming up here. They said on the website, usually it's around the end of March. So I'm hoping this year we can actually go and, you know, have a fun day going out as a family, picking tulips, bringing them home, obviously, and livening up the house with fresh flowers. Just happens to be her favorite flower. And it'd be a good place to take some pictures too. So that's on the agenda. Also, this is gonna sound super weird, but there is a very old, very large cemetery near where we live. And they have really, really pretty gardens and like statues and gazebos and ponds and ducks and pear trees and dogwood trees and all types of flowers. And so it's always really fun to go in late March, early April, because that's when everything is bloomed out. And so even though it sounds kind of morbid, it's actually really relaxing and peaceful there. I think historically it's really neat, not to make light of people that have, you know, passed away, but I think it's really neat because it is such an old cemetery. There are some really, really old, like Revolutionary War type headstones in certain areas. I think that's just really interesting to me, and we usually enjoy going there. So we plan on going there in the spring, even though it does sound really weird. So hopefully we'll do that. Bocce ball. I talked about this in my March reset video. I got my husband a bocce ball set for Christmas and we haven't used it yet. It was actually on my March goals video. Well, that reset, I talked about my March goals. So weather depending, March or April, at least once. I mean, if we like it, we can go more than once, but at least try it out here in the next month or so we can see like if we like it, because he's really into disc golf and like outdoor things, and me and the girls typically are not like into sporty outdoor type things. So I was trying to find something that was a little bit less like off terrain than disc golf, because he does that, but he's like climbing through bushes and going over all these like things, and I don't want to climb through bushes. So I figured a bocce ball would be a nice way to combine his love for outdoor sports with something a little bit lower key that me and the girls can do with him. So hopefully we'll be able to do that in the spring and see how we all like it. Also, a picnic. We have not had an outdoor picnic in, I can't tell you how long, probably since quarantine. We did a lot of outdoor eating because nowhere was open inside. So we have a local park next to us that has like a playground, which the girls probably don't want, but they have a playground and they have some like little historic buildings, and they have picnic tables and everything set up. So that would probably be a good place to go and have a picnic, weather permitting. And then the last activity, it's kind of strange probably, but my girls are 19 and 13. So they're obviously too old to really hunt Easter eggs. Even though it's funny, I've talked about this in previous years, when they were younger, they would hunt Easter eggs. I don't care if it was the middle of summer. They were both always like really into having me hide these eggs and finding them. So we used to keep the plastic Easter eggs out all year long because they were always willing to do that. Well, as the years have gone on and they've gotten older, obviously they're not really into that kind of stuff, but I figured a way to make it more fun and kind of keep that tradition and include their friends as well is to do a glow Easter egg hunt. So I actually just ordered, I think it's like 170 glow-in-the-dark Easter eggs from Amazon. I figured with that many Easter eggs, they can invite some friends and we'll go to a local park somewhere and hide all of these eggs. And because they glow, I think it'll be a really fun twist on a traditional Easter egg hunt. And I think it's something that even teenagers would like, because you know what, one thing I've noticed with trends, not just my own daughter, but other people, like observing TikTok trends that people do and different things, it seems like the older these kids get, the more they go back to like little kid things. So, you know, everybody in their 20s now, they're obsessed with squishmallows and like stuffed animals and, you know, little sweaters that looks like something you would have worn when you were in 5th grade. Like that seems to be what these older girls and older teenagers are doing. So I figured if we include their friends and kind of amplify the activity of, you know, a traditional Easter egg hunt, making it at night, doing it in a local park, having the eggs glow, I figured it'd be a really fun way to still keep that tradition but make it fun for teenagers. So we have that plan. The eggs have not come yet, so I will just insert a picture. But I think that seems really fun. So no matter how old your kids are, I think it's a really fun activity, and it's a really good price for that many eggs, as long as they all work. We'll find out about that. And then a couple movies that we like to watch in the spring. Some of them are very random, so unless you're a classic movie buff like I am, you probably won't even have heard of these or care to watch them. But one classic is Easter Parade. That's Fred Astaire and Judy Garland. We watch that every year, the couple days leading up to Easter. The Egg and I is another good one. It's not an Easter movie, but because it's like the Egg and I, it's like, I don't know, it just makes me think of spring. So we like to watch that. And also another random one that's a little bit more modern is Peter Rabbit. Specifically the first one. I like the first one way better than the second one, but it's just a fun, family-friendly movie to watch with everybody, and even my oldest likes it. Even I like it. And so one of my March goals that I talked about in that March reset video is a family movie night, which we haven't had in a while. So I figure with the time of the year that it is and that everybody pretty much likes Peter Rabbit, we probably will have that be our family movie, at least, you know, for the month of March leading up to Easter. So those are our spring bucket list goals. I think it's really fun. Like I said, making a list is a really fun way to get the whole family involved and be intentional and find out, you know, maybe something that wasn't even on your radar is something that your husband wants to do or your kids want to do, and yourself included. Like, what are some things that you want to do that you want to take advantage of the nice weather that we typically have in spring and all the flowers blooming? And there's a lot of things locally, like, you know, nurseries. So sometimes we'll have like flower nurseries. Sometimes we'll have like floral arranging classes, you know, just stuff like that that you can't necessarily do all year long. It's really fun to do that and make a list and kind of make a plan to do some of these fun things that everybody wants to do. So that is our spring bucket list. I thought you guys might like to see what we're planning to do in the next couple months. I wish I could say that taking my car to the car wash happened a lot more than just once every season, but that would be a lie. I am the worst at getting my car washed, and honestly, it happens maybe at most twice a year, but it was definitely long overdue. Somebody actually even wrote "wash me" on the back window. And I have to say, this was the prettiest, most psychedelic, trippy car wash I have ever been in, but it was super fun and pretty. And my car looks a lot better now that it's gotten a nice clean. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and getting ready for spring with me. And there's way more stuff that I do to get ready for spring. A lot more deep cleaning, even though I typically do most of my deep cleaning in the summer when we're off of school. But there still are some things that I like to do to get ready. I like to freshen up everybody's bedrooms and like change up the decor a little bit, as you guys saw. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you would like to see me do a summer reset, I've already done fall now and this is my spring one. So let me know if you'd like to see me do a summer reset. I would be very happy to do that for you guys. And make sure also, if you are looking for some classic, timeless, or trendy pieces that you want to add for somebody's gift, like an Easter basket, or Mother's Day is coming up, or for yourself, make sure you check out Ana Luisa. I do have that 20% off coupon code. I know you guys will love their things. I actually counted this morning. I have, counting the ones that I have in today, I actually have 9 pairs of Ana Luisa earrings, and that's not counting the necklaces that I have. But the earrings, I wear some configuration of Ana Luisa earrings pretty much every single day. So I highly recommend them, and hope you guys will check them out and take advantage of the coupon code while it is valid. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let me know some things that you're planning to do this spring, whether you are in North America like I am, or even if you're somewhere else in the world and it is not spring for you guys. Let me know what you have planned for this next upcoming season. I would love to know, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.